Welcome to another mandatory mental liberation series book overview episode, produced by Baba Jalani Bhumani Dembe, founder of Majestic Mind Matters University. I'm your royal narrator, Queen Magical Melanin, for this new episode titled, Their Eyes Were Watching God. In Zora Neale Hurston's seminal novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God, the reader is transported to the early 20th century South, where the melanin-rich woman protagonist, Janie Crawford, embarks on a journey to find melanin-rich culture love, independence, and ultimately self-fulfillment amidst the confines of societal expectations. Through Janie's experiences, Zora Neale Hurston explores the complexities of gender, race, culture, and melanin-rich culture identity in a deeply segregated and patriarchal society. The novel opens with Janie, a melanin-rich woman, returning to her hometown of Eatonville, Florida, after a failed marriage to a much older man, Logan Killicks. Feeling stifled and unfulfilled in her marriage, Janie longs for a love that is passionate and reciprocal. She ultimately finds this love in the form of Joe Starks, a charismatic and ambitious man who promises her a life of luxury and independence. However, as their marriage progresses, Janie realizes that Joe's vision of independence is not aligned with her own desires. Joe restricts Janie's freedom and insists on controlling her every move, ultimately stifling her individuality. It is in this oppressive environment that Janie begins to question societal expectations and her own sense of self-worth. After Joe's death, Janie meets Tea-Cake, a younger man who captures her heart with his easygoing nature and infectious love for life. With Tea-Cake, Janie experiences a love that is liberating and empowering, allowing her to grow as an individual and reclaim her agency. Their relationship is marked by mutual respect and understanding, a stark contrast to her previous marriages. However, their happiness is short-lived, as a devastating hurricane strikes their melanin-rich culture community, testing the strength of their bond and forcing Janie to confront the harsh realities of life and love. Zora Neale Hurston's writing is rich with vivid imagery and lyrical prose, immersing the reader in the vibrant world of the early 20th century South. Through Janie's journey, the reader is confronted with the complexities of race and gender in a society that seeks to dictate the roles and expectations of its members. Janie's struggles for self-fulfillment and independence will resonate the same to any melanin-rich individual reading this classical literature, as she navigates the intricacies of identity and belonging in a world that often seeks to confine and limit melanin-rich people like herself. At its core, Their Eyes Were Watching God is a powerful exploration of love, identity, and self-empowerment. Hurston's portrayal of Janie as a complex and multifaceted protagonist challenges traditional narratives of melanin-rich culture women in literature, allowing her to transcend the limitations imposed by societal expectations and reclaim her own melanin-rich culture agency. Through Janie's experiences, the reader is reminded of the resilience and strength of the melanin-rich spirit, even in the face of systematic adversity, as a direct derivative of oppression. The setting of Eatonville, Florida plays a significant role in shaping Janie's perceptions of love and independence throughout Zora Neale Hurston's novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God. Eatonville is a small, predominantly melanin-rich culture town where Janie grows up and spends much of her life. The town is known for its tight-knit community and distinct melanin-rich culture, both of which influence Janie's understanding of love and independence in various ways. Firstly, the setting of Eatonville shapes Janie's perceptions of love by providing her with examples of both healthy and unhealthy relationships. Janie witnesses firsthand the way that relationships are viewed and treated within the town, from the abusive marriage of Nanny to the tumultuous romance between Joe Starks, Janie's second husband, and Janie herself. These experiences give Janie a nuanced understanding of melanin-rich culture love and relationships, helping her to distinguish between genuine, mutual love and controlling, oppressive forms of debilitating affection. Additionally, the setting of Eatonville influences Janie's perceptions of independence by highlighting the limitations placed on melanin-rich women within the town's patriarchal society. Despite being a strong and independent-minded woman, Janie faces criticism and judgment from the townspeople for her choices and actions, particularly in her relationships with men. This societal pressure forces Janie to navigate the balance between asserting her independence and conforming to the expectations of those around her, ultimately shaping her views on what it means to be truly independent. Overall, the setting of Eatonville, Florida plays a crucial role in shaping Janie's perceptions of melanin-rich culture love and independence by providing her with experiences, relationships, and societal expectations that challenge and shape her understanding of these complex concepts. Through her time in Eatonville, Janie learns valuable lessons about love, independence, and self-discovery that shape her journey towards finding happiness and fulfillment. The setting of Eatonville, Florida in Zora Neale Hurston's novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God, serves as both a support system and a constraint for Janie's journey towards self-discovery and autonomy in various ways. As a support system, Eatonville, Florida, provides Janie with a sense of community and belonging. By being raised in the small melanin-rich culture town, Janie is surrounded by melanin-rich people who understand and accept her, allowing her to feel comfortable expressing her thoughts and desires. This sense of belonging gives Janie the confidence to explore her own melanin-rich identity and pursue her own goals. Furthermore, Eatonville, Florida, offers Janie a safe and stable environment where she can assert her independence and make her own choices. The town's close-knit melanin-rich culture community means that Janie has a network of friends and family members who support her in her journey towards self-discovery. This supportive melanin-rich culture environment allows Janie to break free from societal expectations and explore her own desires and passions, ultimately leading her towards greater autonomy. However, the setting of Eatonville, Florida, also serves as a constraint for Janie's journey towards self-discovery and autonomy. The town's small size and insular nature limit Janie's exposure to different perspectives and experiences. This lack of diversity restricts Janie's ability to fully explore her identity and understand her place in the world. Additionally, the social norms and expectations of Eatonville, Florida, was oppressive and restrictive, particularly for the melanin-rich culture women. The town's patriarchal society places strict limitations on women's behavior and choices, making it difficult for Janie to assert her independence and pursue her own desires. Janie's relationships with men in the town, especially her marriages to Logan Killicks and Joe Starks, highlight the ways in which societal expectations constrained her autonomy and limited her ability to fully realize her potential. Overall, the setting of Eatonville, Florida, both supports and constrains Janie's journey towards self-discovery and autonomy. While the town provides Janie with a sense of melanin-rich community and stability, it also imposes limitations on her freedom and independence, ultimately shaping the challenges she faces in her quest for self-actualization. The social dynamics of Eatonville, Florida, can be seen as a microcosm for the challenges Janie faces in asserting her independence and autonomy. Eatonville, Florida, as previously stated, is a small, close-knit community where gossip and societal expectations play a significant role in shaping melanin-rich individuals' behaviors and choices. Similarly, Janie faces pressure from the members of the community to conform to their standards of behavior and relationships, particularly in her marriages. The town's patriarchal structure and rigid gender roles mirror the expectations placed on Janie as a woman in a society that values male dominance and control. Janie's struggle to assert her independence and autonomy is reflected in her defiance of societal norms and her desire to live life on her own terms, even if it means facing judgment and criticism from those around her. Additionally, the relationships and power dynamics within Eatonville, Florida, such as those between Joe Starks and the other townspeople, mirror the power struggles and conflicts Janie experiences in her own relationships. Through her journey to find her voice and assert her independence, Janie navigates the complexities of social dynamics in Eatonville, Florida, ultimately breaking free from the constraints placed on her by society and finding her own path to self-fulfillment and empowerment. In conclusion, Their Eyes Were Watching God is a timeless masterpiece that continues to resonate with our melanin-rich culture readers today. Through Janie's journey to find love, independence, and self-fulfillment, Zora Neale Hurston has crafted a powerful narrative that explores the complexities of melanin-rich culture identity and belonging in a world that often seeks to confine and limit its melanin-rich culture members. Janie's story serves as a testament to the enduring power of our melanin-rich culture spirit and the capacity for our melanin-rich people to grow and transform in the face of unacceptable white societal expectations. I'm Queen Magical Melanin, your royal narrator. We trust that you have expanded your understanding through the insights shared by Baba Jelani Bomani Dembe, founder of Majestic Mind Matters University in our mandatory mental liberation series. Specifically, in this discussion titled, Their Eyes Were Watching God, by Zora Neale Hurston. Remember this, it is essential to honor the ancestors. We have a unique connection to the ancestors. They endured struggles, preserved culture, and passed down invaluable wisdom through generations. By honoring the ancestors, we pay tribute to our roots and draw great strength and inspiration from the resilience and legacy that have paved the way for our present and future generations. Ancestral reverence is a powerful way for us to uphold our identity, heritage, and cultural legacy. Here is an Alkebulan proverb to remember. If you think you are too small to make a difference, you have not spent the night with a mosquito. As a member of our melanin-rich culture, you must strive for self-knowledge, for self-awareness. Always treat yourself kindly and seek to live a totally awesome and gloriously fulfilling melanin-rich culture life. So, like, subscribe, and share this very special melanin-rich culture presentation with everyone that you know and that really cares about you and all of yours. Thank you.